Good morning, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Am I too loud? Am I too soft? Let me know. And welcome to my 5K live stream. To say thank you to everyone here, and also to say thank you to pretty much everyone who's on my channel, everyone who helped me on Patreon, and I'm here to answer some questions live. And I asked around for some questions before I started, but I will be answering. Hello. All right, my cat has joined the party. I want to say hi to everyone already. Hi, Caitlin. How? I think it's Zhao Shot. Hi. Hello, Vico. Hello, Frank. It's nice to have you here. And I'm really excited about today. I'm really excited about hitting 5K. I didn't expect to hit that so quickly. But yeah, it's really nice to have you here. So this is just going to be a super chill time, I think. I'm just going to play some Animal Crossing. Nothing too crazy. Probably just like, I don't know. See how I feel. See what I come up with. I have no plans. It's going to go great. Also, sorry about my voice. I was up very late last night, so my voice is a little bit today, but I shall endure. So hello, everyone. So I've got a few questions from Instagram, which I'm going to start out with, but if any patrons join the stream, I will jump on their questions. So I did get some questions a little while ago. Let me try and find them. And I got some really good ones too. I'm sure I screenshotted them. You would think that I'd be more organized, but today's just been a day, you know? Do you guys ever have those days? Because I do. Hang on. I know I screenshotted them. Well, turning into an epic fail already. It's a good thing I don't have a bigger audience. I think I'd be crucified for this. I just love it when you're like, I know where it is, and I'm going to... let me see... So sorry guys, this has already been a bit of a bust because I now can't find the questions that people ask me on Instagram. I don't know where they've gone. Well, that's frustrating. I'm really sorry, guys. I will try and find those as we go along. But in the meantime, I will take any and all of your questions now. Oh, no, here it is. I found them. I just couldn't. I just don't have my brain together. All right. So we're just going to get rid of the welcome because that was an absolute doozy. And we're going to get straight into our stream. Okay, so hello Katie, thank you so much for being here, and thanks again for everyone being here. I finally have the questions. So the format of this particular live stream is going to be, if any patrons pop into the chat, I'll answer their questions first, and then I will be, as we're doing that, I'll be doing Instagram questions, and then I will answer any of your questions in the chat. If you definitely want to get your answer read, let me know by posting a super chat, and I will be 100% able to answer your question because I'll be able to see it. And if you have a question, make sure to put question in front of it so that I know to answer that one. Don't worry, Caitlin. I just spent I want to say like 5 or so minutes trying to find questions. So Don't worry. So yeah, if you want to see the format that I'm going to be doing for this live stream, I've also put it in the description. So, first things first, I'm going to say hello to everyone who's joined. Hello Caitlin, hello Sophia, and hello the Fowler household. So glad to have you back. It's always nice to see the regulars. It's not a chat without you guys. Of course. So, the first question I've got was from Hush Marina on Instagram, and they asked, what is your favorite food or snack? Currently, my favorite food at the moment is a kimchi soup that I make. I am actually craving it at the moment, and we'll go out to get, ingredients for it later today, maybe tomorrow, and I'm going to make it. And yeah, I'm really excited to have that. And otherwise, I really love, what else do I don't mind chocolate, but it really does a number on my skin these days. I used to be able to eat it, but like if I have too much chocolate or even just too much sugar, my face just goes like cystic acne. It's really uncomfortable. And of course I had some chocolate the other day, so that's what I'm dealing with. Oh, the joys. So yeah, I would say right now, favorite snack. I don't know what my favorite snack would be. I really like spring rolls, like gluten-free spring rolls at the moment, because I have to be gluten-free. And I really like, I'm really craving at the moment, a Eggs Benedict. Really want an Eggs Benedict. But yeah, probably all of those foods. I go through different phases of, I go through different phases of food that I like. At one stage, I was absolutely crazy about nachos, and then I went through a whole like schnitzel wrap phase, and then, I went through a soft taco phase. I went through all of these different phases when it came to food. So yeah, it depends on what phase you catch me on. I'm currently in my kimchi soup phase. So to answer your question. So I got another question from XX Rainbow _Ghoul XX. I hope I pronounced that right. They responded with, how long on average does it take you to make one of your smaller builds? One of my smaller builds, it depends on how inspired I am, but for the smaller builds, probably takes me about 10 or so minutes, depending on whether or not I have to gather all of the stuff that I need for it. I use Halves Island to make that process quicker because I have all of the items in my catalogue on hand. Oh, pardon me. So it just makes that process so much quicker. And I think, yeah, it probably takes me about 10 to 20 minutes provided I have all the items. If I don't have all the items, it takes a lot longer. Because I then have to, like gather all the materials and stuff, and it can take a lot longer. But yeah, probably about 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how inspired I am. And to help with that, I use Halves Island, so I could have access to my entire catalogue. The other question I got from Mark Vader has two, was favourite villager. My favourite villager is hands down Coco. I love Coco so much. She was like the third villager that joined my island, and she's probably the oldest villager on my island now. And when she joined, I was like a bit freaked out by her. You know, the just deep circles where there should be eyes kind of freaked me out a bit. But then after a while, I was like, yeah, no, I'm really on board for this. I love this character. She's so sweet. And I love Coco. I have a poster of her in my room on Animal Crossing. And and I've got her picture. She's my favorite villager. So my favorite villager is Coco. Mark Vader, what was your first Animal Crossing game? The first one I ever played, but I didn't own this. The first game I ever played was at a friend's place. And I think it might have been like potentially the OG Animal Crossing. Like the very first one, I didn't play many after that because I didn't own a GameCube, and I didn't own, I just didn't have Animal Crossing after that. I was like, I'm not sure it's a game I could devote a lot of time to, because I knew that you had to I felt like there was this expectation that you had to play it every single day, and I was like, I just don't have time for that. And then I played Pocket Camp for a while, and I got really into Pocket Camp, but I ended up spending way too much money on Pocket Camp, and I was like, this isn't good. I need to get rid of this. This is actually really bad for my budget. So I got rid of Pocket Camp, and then this came out, and I had friends tell me that I should play it because I was a really big fan of Stardew Valley back when it came out originally. I haven't played it since. I've been thinking about going back because I think they made like a whole heap of changes. Ooh. I'm sorry if I talk too much. I start yawning. I hope I don't do that for you guys. So I started playing this one, and this is why the channel came to be, because I felt like I had no one to talk to about Animal Crossing that really wanted to talk about it. And so I was like, well, I'm sure the internet wouldn't mind. So yeah, this is how we got here. So to answer your question, I think the first Animal Crossing game I ever played was the OG one on the GameCube. I think it was the OG one. Becca Crossing responded with, how do you stay motivated to play Animal Crossing New Horizons? Honestly, by having a channel, because you guys give me ideas for my island. So I kind of changed the way I did my island, or how I thought about my island, was a way to kind of... Ooh, oh my god, this is what I get for staying up till 4 a.m. Coffee. So because I'm coming up with ideas for you guys to use, that helps motivate me to continue working on my island. And the thing is that I chop and change my mind all the time. So I'm like, I don't think anything on my island, like there's nothing on my island that I started with. Whoop, can't go to that area because that's for next week. Nothing on my island is the same as when I started. Everything's been completely changed. And I actually ripped up my entire island and flattened it and was in the process of redoing it. And one of my Patreon tiers is actually ripping up my entire island and then doing it in a theme that you guys choose in one sitting. So that will be fun if we ever get to that too. But yeah, I'm just gonna empty my inventory. Oh my god, I'm so sorry guys. I'm so yawny today. This is not peak performance. God, imagine if I was on Twitch, I would just get eviscerated. So I stay motivated because you guys ask me to do stuff. In general though, I just don't take it too seriously. I know that there are people out there who take this really, really seriously, this game, and I can understand why. It is really, really addictive and fun. But sometimes I just come on to my island to chill. So sometimes I just do some fishing, or I just go diving for sea creatures. I don't take this game too seriously because, quite frankly, it's a game you're meant to chill with. And I know a lot of people worry about how their island looks, but who cares? I was really proud of my island back when it was like 2 stars, and I just learned how to put 2 items together in a spot. So just don't take it too seriously. Take your time. Another thing is that I get inspiration from watching videos on YouTube from other creators. I go on Pinterest. I look on Instagram as well. I follow a few really nice Instagram accounts. So I have an urge to create all the time, and that's how I generally stay. But oh my god, why can I not stop freaking yawning? And that's how I think I need to stand up straight. Yeah, I'm going to sit up straight. That will help. And that helps me stay motivated to, or inspired to continue creating. I really recommend looking up designs and seeing what's out there, seeing what other people can create, because that will give you inspiration for your own designs. So yeah, that's the answer to Becca Crossing's question. I hope I answered it okay. I guess in short, I stay motivated by making designs for you guys, and I also spend time on Pinterest and Instagram to try and come up with new ideas and see what's out there. So I got another question from, let me see what here. Did I just take... Okay, I got a question from Big Kid in the Dark. Oh, I got a question from Sam. This question is... Oh, why are you so amazing? Thank you, Sam. I don't know if I am, but I appreciate the vote of confidence. But thank you. Now we're going to go to, let me just check the schedule, make sure I've got it correct, because I think that's all the Instagram questions. I'm just going to be on stream until all the questions are answered. So I'm just going to go to my channel. Hang on 1 second. I just want to check that I've got the right... Oh my god. I am just struggling today. It is struggle street for me. And I was so excited for this. I was like, yeah, I'm so prepped, and I'm so not. Alright, so we have some up to the live questions part of it. So again, if you want to get my attention, make sure you put a question before the question that you want to ask, so that I know to answer it, and also put, if you definitely want me to see it, don't forget super chats are a thing. So here we go. I'm going to have a look. I'm getting quite a few... Did you guys follow me on Twitter? Because I'm getting a few questions about my hair. So I'm just having a look. Caitlin asked, wait, I have an important question. Is your hair pink in real life? And I also got a question from the Fowler household. What color is your hair in real life? Wow, you guys are really interested in my hair. It is currently pink. I go and get it done professionally. I go and get it dyed pink probably every 4 months. And then it ends up fading into a really nice sort of rose gold color, and then it kind of goes a bit blonde. My natural hair color is actually blonde, but like a really dirty one. And yeah, a few years ago I decided, I've been always coloring my hair. I've gone red, I've gone purple, I've gone violet. I've never gone blue, and I've never gone green, but I tend to stick to like the reddy tones. But then a few years ago, I was like, I always had this idea in my head that I couldn't dye my hair super crazy colors because I got to be professional. And then eventually I was like, nah, bugger that. I look professional enough. I'm gonna play with my hair. And so I went and got my hair dyed pink. And honestly, everyone kind of thought, like, when I got it dyed pink, I got sort of comments like, oh, that kind of looks like your natural hair color. Like, it kind of looks like it should be your natural hair color. I was like, oh, great, okay. Here's me trying to stand out, and I just made myself look more normal. So, currently my hair is pink. And I love it. I do feel like me when I'm in my pink hair. I don't know. I think life is too short to have boring hair or to do things like, I mean, obviously you got to look somewhat professional, but like, come on, these days, I don't think people really care about hair that much. And if they do, I don't know, maybe they need to get over themselves a little bit. That's just me. I've always been like that. I've been dyeing my hair since I was 16, maybe a bit before 15. And my mum would dye it for me, and it was I've always experimented with it. It makes me happy to spend time and maybe a bit too much money on my hair, but I do not trust myself to bleach my hair, in part because I get really tired partway through things and need to go have a nap. That's the whole. I don't think I've got the patience to bleach my own hair, and definitely not properly. So I have a wonderful hairdresser who I've been going to for quite a while now. They're the only people that I trust with my hair. My hair is as important, like finding the right professional for my hair is as important to me as finding the right professional for my health and for my teeth. It's like that same level. It's like I stick to the same doctor, I stick to the same dentist, and I stick to the same hairdresser. But yeah, long story short, or long answer short, yes, my hair is currently pink, but originally, or usually, my hair is blonde. So I'm just having a look. Is there any more questions? How many hours have I spent on my island? That's a good question. Let's find that out now. It is probably a lot, and considering I haven't ever finished my island, it's going to be very embarrassing. How do I fix? No, don't close options. Here we go. How do I find? Here we go. It'd help if I knew things. Profile. I have played. There you go, people. Officially, for 695 hours. Oh my god. Oh, that's insane. Oh my god. I have never played for a game for over 100 hours, let alone 695. So there you go. Exclusive. I have played this game way too much. Caitlin asked, have you do you ever plan to do a face reveal? I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I was thinking of potentially doing a Pokemon Snap live stream next week when the game comes out, because the new Pokemon Snap's out, and there was a game I absolutely loved in my childhood. It was Pokemon Snap, and I played it so much. So I am... Oh no. So I am looking to... I am looking to... Well, I said not to go over there, didn't I? Gosh, listen to yourself. So I decided that, I want to stream Pokemon Snap. And I was thinking of doing, like a face reveal for that, but I don't know. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit, self-conscious, about my skin, because my skin is just having a moment. And, I don't know, I'm also, I don't know, there's something a bit intimidating about people online knowing what you look like. I don't think I'd be ever stopped in the street. I don't think I'd ever get to that level, but I don't know if I'd ever do a face reveal. I don't know if I have a particularly interesting face to look at. It's very round. It's a very round face. And yeah, my eyes and my face do all sorts of crazy things. And I think like listening to me might be on a different level to seeing me. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever do a face reveal. I've never really thought about it. Well, no, I have obviously thought about it quite extensively, but I haven't thought about doing it soon. I don't know. I'm still thinking about that. Hello, A&D Mall Crossing. I'm going to do a few hellos because you guys are in the chat. Don't forget, if you want me to answer your question, just put question and then whatever the question is so I know to look at it. And if you, just let me know. So I'm just going to say a few hellos first. So I think I said hello Stephanie. Hello, Cassandra. Hello, Sophia and Brittany. Hello, Tata Wave. Hello, and hello, Andy More Crossing. Thank you all for joining. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, it's nice to have you all here. I'm probably just going to stream for about an hour because I have an appointment lesson thing on at 1. It's currently 11:30 here. So I've got a lesson at 1, and then I stayed up really late during comics to get it to the person who I have just do the flat colors for our episode before I go in and do all the shading. And I was up till like 4 a.m. making sure I got it to them on Thursday because that's usually the deadline. And yeah, I was up very, very late trying to get that done. So I'm gonna need a nap. As you can tell, like, I don't always have the best sleep hygiene. I think I was talking to one of my patrons and they were like, you're up at like 2 a.m. and I'm like, mate, this is my normal bedtime. I've got to fix it. It's really bad for me. So I've got a couple of more questions. I might just have a look at some of the comments. So yes, Brittany, we might be in very different time zones. I am on Australian Sydney time. And it's nice and sunny. It is finally getting into winter, which I love. But autumn is my favorite season. But I really like winter as well. Let me get words out of my mouth. All the words want to come out at once and it just ends up making me look tongue-tied. But it's just, my brain is moving faster than my mouth is. I grew up in an area that was very, very cold. Not very cold, like very, very cold, but definitely cold for Australian standards and definitely for Sydney standards. And I got used to that growing up. So for me, the coziest time of year was being wrapped up in like blankets and in all like jackets and scarves and hats. And as you can see, I wear a lot of that on my character here, on my little avatar, and which now has the same color hair as I do now, which I feel really good about. So yeah, it's this time of year is really great for me. I do not do well in summer. I really struggle in summer. But yeah. So we've got a couple more questions. Let me have a look. Oh, Tata Way, 5 more till 700. I'm going to finish this island before 1,000. Fowler Hassel, what is your favorite movie and song? I don't know if I have a favorite song. I do have a favorite album, which is, and this is because it's full of nostalgia for me, is Evanescence. Evanescence Has Fallen. Because it was just at a time where like I listened to the same sort of rock all the time that was on the radio because when we were driving to school. And I remember sitting in the car and hearing just the song, I think it was Wake Me Up by Evanescence, and it came onto the radio with those beautiful piano and strings at the beginning, that little orchestral moment, and I was just transfixed. I was sitting there in the car. I remember just like my gaze was fixed on the radio, just thinking, what is coming out of there right now? And it was the most it was so different to what I'd heard before, and I was just transfixed. I was like, what is this song? And for the longest time, I did not know what the song was. I didn't even know what the band was. And so I would spend hours just scouring the radio, because this was pre-internet, scouring the radio, trying to find this song. Because, of course, the radio announcer didn't tell me what it was. And, because they personally had to answer to me. As what, like a 10-year-old or 11-year-old. And, I was in high school by then, so I must have been like 16. No, 12. I was like tween. let me think. So the Open Door came out when I was 16. So I was probably about like 13 years old, thereabouts. And so I was just transfixed by the song, and for ages and ages I just didn't know what the song was, and I was really upset. And then like it was just in the back of my mind, like I have this song and I'll never find out what it is. And then I was talking to a friend about this song, and because I was telling her the story of it, and she's like, "Oh, that's Evanescence's Wake Me Up," and I was like, "Yes, I know what the band is now," because she was a big fan too, and we just bonded over how much we loved that song. Speaking of which, I haven't talked to that friend in ages. I really need to catch up with her. But we just bonded over how much we loved Evanescence, and particularly this album. So I was able to go out, I saved up, I went out and I bought that album, and that album became the album of my childhood, like of my teen years. That was my album, and no doubt my brothers wanted to strangle me and break the CD because I played it ad nauseum. And I knew, like, at this stage I've listened to it so much, I know every harmony, I know, like, every string. I am just this fan of this album, and I'll be honest, I don't feel, and maybe this is because of when I, kind of like when I discovered it, it was just so not revolutionized, but like it made such an impact on me at the time, because I was such an angsty little teenager. And I never felt that the albums after that reached that same level of magic. And I think it was because, in part, one of the key members, I think his name is Ben Moody, left Evanescence during their tour. And I think it was during their tour, I don't know. I'm not great on Evanescence lore. And as a result, they kind of lost that sort of creepy strings vibe, that dark vibe that I really, really liked, and kind of leaned more onto rock. And that wasn't anything that I didn't really like that sort of vibe. That wasn't me. I'm not saying that their albums are necessarily bad, but for me, I feel like when I listen to them, it's really hard for me to differentiate each song. Every song just kind of blends together, and it all has the same sound. But I felt like on the Fallen album, it was just so well put together and so well produced, and all the songs were so different that they all flowed into each other. But at the same time, they were all different. And maybe that is just me being like nostalgia goggles, and that whole like, oh, the old stuff was better. But quite frankly, yeah, I felt like the old stuff was better, and I have listened to all the new stuff a few times now, but I just never really connected with all the later stuff. So to answer the first part of your question, I'm sorry, that was a tangent. I don't have a favorite song, but I have a favorite album. And let me have a look. There was another part of your question, which was, what's my favorite movie? My favorite movie is What Dreams May Come. I really connected with that movie. I saw it when I was at my grandmother's place. My grandmother was a little bit on the religious side, and I never really connected with that. But she had this movie on, What Dreams May Come, and it starred Robin Williams in it. And it was, like, I'd always seen Robin Williams as this, funny guy. He was the voice of the genie in Aladdin, which I loved. He was in Mrs. Doubtfire, which as a kid I loved. And, I really loved Robin Williams. He always made me smile. And then I watched this movie, and as a kid, this movie just destroyed me emotionally. I was crying. I was just so upset because, I'm an empathy sponge. And I will say, like, I feel nervous saying that as well because of the whole Shane Dawson empathy card that he pulls all the time. But who's to say? But yeah, like I do get affected by people's emotions. I do absorb them without realizing, and so like this is why going to work. Sorry, tangent. Like going to work was very exhausting for me because, and particularly around COVID, because like I would think I'm being calm, I'm being collected, I'm being reasonable about this, and then I get home and I'd be like, oh my god, I'm utterly emotionally exhausted, and I don't know why. And that's when I realized, oh, it's because I've been soaking up the emotions of everybody in the office without realizing it. And particularly because when I'm at work, I try to be as calm as possible or as together as possible, because a lot of the time when I've worked with managers or I've worked with people, like I'm a graphic designer, and I can't tell you the amount of times we have had to just scramble to get stuff done, and particularly in marketing, and a lot of the time you have to be really calm under pressure and be able to take criticism that can be delivered really bluntly, because everything is so time sensitive, and so people just don't have the time to mollycoddle you. You have to be like just able to take it, and to a degree, and there are certain times that crosses the line, but most of the time you just have to be ready. So like I'm trying to constantly suppress my but like compartmentalize how I'm feeling for the sake of getting the job done, and also listen to people, and eventually I just come home and I'm like, I'm exhausted from trying to be empathetic towards other people whilst being being super calm and chill to get the job done. But anyway, tangent aside, watched this movie, absolutely crushed me as a child. And then again, it was one of those ones where I was like, oh, what's this movie? And then I never knew what the movie title was. I'm starting to see a trend here. And then I found out what the movie was, and I watched it, and I loved it. And it just destroys me because it has one of the most, from a visual perspective, one of the most emotionally raw depictions on grief and depression that I connected to. So I'm sure like there are definitely media out there that do approach it in different ways and are effective as well, but the way it was presented connected to me and how I interpret things, and how I emotionally connect to things, and this movie just got it. It got its little hooks in me, and I loved it. And I have not watched it since Robin Williams died. I haven't really watched anything since Robin Williams passed away, because I found that it was really like when he passed away, I was going through a bout of depression myself. It was getting really bad, and I had gone through things myself at the time, and it was just so like I cried for hours and hours, because it just came at it like I understood where he was coming from. That's where I kind of was in my love. A Gazami crab, I love Gazami crabs. It just came at a time in my life where I was just like, ugh. And I won't go into it, but yeah, it was hard. And I think it was hard for everyone because he brought so much joy. And I think, but a lot of people can connect with having, that feeling of feeling like you know someone but you really don't, and then feeling an immense sadness at someone who brought you so much joy, and you see them, but you see them a certain way, but that's not how they see themselves. There's not much you can do beyond that to a certain extent, and I'm not explaining this very well, but I think over time when I came to learn about what sort of Parkinson's he had and how that really affected him mentally and what that did, it kind of softened that a bit, because there's a beautiful article written by his wife, and I can't remember the name of it, but I really encourage you guys to go read it because it gives you a better perspective on what was happening behind the scenes and why things went down the way that they did. And it changes your mentality. It changes, it's not just your body shutting down, it's everything. And everything is intrinsically, everything intrinsically works together because it has to. It's a, you are a collection of microorganisms and cells and microbiomes that work together to keep you alive. The reason why and I'm sorry to gross everyone out, but the reason why you are able to protect yourself from bacteria through your skin is because you have a microbiome on your skin. You are a walking rainforest, which is beautiful. I love the idea. I love that idea. And, you're home to all the bacteria that live in your gut. And, you're home to all the, all your cells and everything like that. You all work together to keep you putting one foot in front of the other. And I think there's something beautiful about that. But when things start to go wrong, everything goes wrong. And I think that people, I think it's worth finding and giving that article a read from his wife as to his final days, and how that affected him, because I think that learning about these sort of things really brings a sense of understanding and empathy. So, yeah. Hi, Mary. Sorry, I got super deep there, and I was just answering a question about my favorite movie. I'm sorry, guys. For those joining, welcome to my Q&A stream. I'm answering questions from you in the chat and right now, and yeah, so please lay them on me. More questions, the better. I'm here to answer any and every. So the next question I got was, what is your favorite species in Animal Crossing? I would say cat. I think it was like the quickest I've ever answered the question. Yeah, so my favorite animal is a cat, and thus my favorite species is a cat. And I think I was going to have like an entire island of cats, but I kept getting villages that I really liked, and so I was like, well, I guess, I can make an exception. I just kept making exceptions. So now I have, who have I got? I've got, there we go. Oh, it won't work while I'm swimming. Alright, I'm just going to swim offshore and see what villages I have, and I'm going to answer a question. Let me have a look. Caitlin asked, do you edit your videos by yourself? Yes. Everything is done by me. At the moment. I would love to get help eventually, but I can't afford it. And I hope to get to the point where I can get help with it, but so I can do more videos. It's why I can only do about one, kind of like one a week, because I just don't have time. Otherwise, I do a lot of other things. And I work as well and try to keep a house together. So I do everything by myself. I have had a little bit of training through my degree, but for the most part, it was self-taught. Like, seriously, videos on YouTube can teach you more half the time in school. So I still believe in school, but I do most of it by myself. Yes. Do you ever play any sports or instruments? I don't play any instruments. I did do singing lessons for a while. That was really fun. And I do come from a very musical family, but I'm not very musical myself. I love music though, like I really do like it. And I do look up music theory. I nerd. That's not really an instrument. And sports. I don't really play any sports. I did do swimming. Not competitively, but I did really love swimming. and I got the swole swimmer shoulders, which I didn't mind. I thought it was a nice look. I liked having strong looking shoulders, and I liked to play tennis. I don't mind a little bit of badminton. Don't mind doing some rock climbing. Like going for walks. I occasionally and reluctantly do jogging. What else do I do? I don't know, I just kind of do a bit of everything. I'm willing to try things. I have tried snowboarding to disastrous results, to the point where even the teacher was like, I think you gotta give up for the day. And I was like, yes, this is not me. I do not enjoy this. So this was in New Zealand. I went to, we visited New Zealand for a while, for about 3 weeks, and definitely not a while, but we visited New Zealand for 3 weeks, my partner and I, and we went during snow season because I love this. Love the snow, and I was like, I'm gonna try snowboarding. It was a disaster. And like I wanted to make we booked 2 days of on the slope, right? Because my partner wanted to go snowboarding as well, and I was like, well, crap, I'm stuck here, and I don't really know what to do with my time. And so I was like, look, you go do snowboarding, I'll figure out something to do. And then I was at the bottom of the hill and at the slope, and I was off to the side, and I was kind of doing my own thing. I was like, I'm going to build myself a snowman, or snow woman, really. I'm gonna build a snow woman, and I just had a thought that umbrella looks a bit like Pedo Bear, but anyway, buying the Pedo Bear umbrella. Why not? Not creepy. So yeah, I was at the bottom of this hill, and I started building a snow woman, and I had these kids start joining me, and we started building snowmen, and we started having snowball fights, we started building forts, and yeah, we're just having a good old time. And I noticed that there was more and more sort of building up, and I'm like, what is going on? And then eventually it just turned into like this makeshift daycare creche, and I was like, why are parents leaving their kids with me? Like, they should be more responsible. I mean, I'm a responsible adult, but like, this is okay. And I just, I would start talking to the parents, and I think they just assumed that this was some sort of like makeshift daycare they could leave, or like, part of the slope that they could just leave their kids here. And I'm like, no, what are you doing? So yeah, I ended up making a small daycare at the bottom of the slope, and when my partner finally joined me at the end of the day, there was me like building snowmen with kids. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know, this just happened, dude. But I had a really good day. That's actually one of my favorite memories, is building snowmen and playing in the snow and just having a really good time. So yeah, that happened. Again though, parents, be more responsible. Don't leave your kids to strangers. So yeah, that's to answer that question. Don't really play sports, don't really play instruments. So do I play other games? I do play other games. I play Vermintide, not very well, but I play Vermintide. I'm really looking forward to the new update. I've got to install that today. I just haven't had time because it's so big. But they do reduce the size of the game. I usually play as Carillion, and I usually play as Waystalker, because I'm trigger happy. I really enjoy playing Carillion. Carillion's pretty much my main, but I have been playing Sienna. I really enjoy Sienna as well, but I'm not nearly as good with her as I am with Carillion. So yeah, I play Vermintide every now and then. I play Smash Brothers. My main on Smash Brothers is Bayonetta. Oh my god, I lost you guys. What just happened? How much did you miss? When did I go out? What was that? What story was I in the middle of? What question was I in the middle of? Let me know, because for some reason my stream just disconnected. I'm really sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened there. I didn't mean to interrupt your viewing experience. That's gonna be awkward. No, guys. That was my end. You guys are fine. I don't know what happened there. It just got disconnected. Right. Okay, so I did get up to Bayonetta. Yes, Bayonetta is my main. I used to play Samus, but now play Bayonetta. I'm just gonna wrap that up real quickly. What other games? I love Persona 5 and would love to do a play of it again. I have thought about playing Royal, but I don't know. I do have the OG game, so I might just play that. I play, and I loved, I played that so much. I played Final Fantasy 12 like it was a full-time job. That was a fun one. I really enjoyed, what other game? Okay, I loved Kingdom Hearts 1. It was one of those games which just surprised me, and I have loved ever since. And I have since played most of the other games. The only game I have not played is Chain of Memories, because I didn't have a Game Boy Advance at the time, and I went back to play it on that HD pack that they did, and I swear to God it was close to unplayable for me. I played it for 6 hours and rage quit, because I was like, I'm going to swear, this is bullshit. I ain't playing this no more. This just sucks. I am not having a good time. I can't get this combat. This combat is silly. I don't get it. And my housemate at the time was like, well, you're just playing it wrong. Here, let me give it a go. And then he rage quit. So, so I was like, yeah, there you go. This game's unplayable. So I just watched it on YouTube. I tried to catch up with the lore, but my God, it is dense. I get it. Some people love it. I am not a fan. I'm not a fan of splitting up all the games onto different consoles. As far as I'm concerned, if you have a story and it is important, oh hello, please have a nice conversation. If you have a console, if you have a story and you're breaking it up to have it on different consoles, you're gonna get people who are lost, like me. And I loved the first game so much. I was really into it. I played it so much that it gave my brother PTSD. That's what he says anyway. He's probably being hyperbolic. Fingers crossed. But yeah, it was just I loved it. It was a simple game. It was simple and clean. Watch me get crucified for that pun. But it was just simple, and it made sense. And then it got really stupidly complicated, and it really annoyed me. I'm very passionate about story structure, and that story is all over the place. I'm sorry, but that director does not know what they're doing. And it frustrated me, because I was there for the ride, and then I played Kingdom Hearts 1, played Kingdom Hearts 2, I played Birth by Sleep, I played what else did I play? I played most of it. I don't know. I played most of the games. I played all of them. And every game made me more and more frustrated. You know what? I'm just going to get some tickets and go on some mystery islands. Yeah, so it just made me more and more frustrated. And I was like, you had a good thing going. Why are you complicating this? And I'll be honest, I was on board for the whole the whole Organization 13 thing. I was one of those artists that did comics, like, and I was very bad, but I was one of these people that did comics on DeviantArt, on on the organization and all the antics and stuff. I was one of those people. I was on board. It got stupid, and I played, like, I think every game just made me more and more frustrated. And then by the time I got to, how can I sneak past to my airport without showing you the design? I don't think there's, don't look for too long. This is for next week. Don't look for too long. So I just got so frustrated with the game. And I remember, I can't remember which one it was. It was the one with Terraven and Aqua. Because all the names are silly. You can tell how bitter I am. And I remember just sitting through this game and just wanting to just... I couldn't decide if I wanted to rage or to cringe. And I was stuck in this dichotomy with no release until my partner and my housemate sat down with me and we just heckled the shit out of this game. It was the only way that I could think to get through this because it was terrible. Aqua, Ventus, and Terra are badly written characters. I don't care what anybody says. I will die on this hill. I do not like them. They are so shallow. I did not like them. And it frustrated me so much. Maybe I should make a video about it one day, but I have played with the idea of potentially hang on one second. Oh, I've only got 15 minutes remaining on my battery, people. Naughty Emmy left her computer unplugged. Alright, one second. Let me just grab my plug. Okay, I'm back. What's up, kitten? Meow. Oh, what? Do you want to come up here? Oh, you're lonely. You're lonely. Oh, very cute. Yes, we're back. Yes. So I'm thinking of potentially streaming Kingdom Hearts so you can see all of my reactions when it comes to my rage at this goddamn game, because first one, I will, first one, love. Absolutely love. Although some of the dialogue is so cringy. Like, I listen back and I remember playing with my partner there, and some of the dialogue came up and he was just looking at me and I'm like, it's good, don't worry, it's good. It's like, did not age well. I love it. It's my type of cheese. And yeah, just got complicated. So I have a very, and then I played 3 and it was honestly one of the more disappointing moments of my life. I knew something was wrong when I ended up skipping scenes. And I'm like, this is a Kingdom Hearts game where I would never skip scenes even if I watched them 10 times before. And now I have never seen them, and I'm just like, oh, just skip, just skip, just skip. Please put me out of my misery. There's something wrong there. So yeah, I don't know. Complicated history. So let me just have a look. What other games do I play? I used to play Stardew Valley quite a bit. Oh, okay. So what type of villager is my favorite? I think normal. I have a lot of normal villagers, I think, on my island. I don't like the jock types. I don't really jive. I like lazy characters too. I'm quite partial to the lazy characters. I think that says something about me. But, yeah, I think lazy and, normal characters are kind of my vibe. And, I don't really like jock characters that much. Yeah, Rip Kingdom Hearts. Look, I know that there's a lot of people out there who are, I have not played Unchained X for Kingdom Hearts. That, I have tried to get my head around what happened, and it just reads to me like some of the worst. No, that's not fair. There is fan fiction out there that is better written than Kingdom Hearts. Like, there's better, like, Kingdom Hearts fan fiction written better than Kingdom Hearts OG story, quite frankly. And the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, this is what frustrated me, because I know Kingdom Hearts X, like Unchained X, oh, hiya, Google user. And hello, Nicole. I haven't said hello to Nicole. Yeah. Apart from the fact that I couldn't play Unchained X because, oh my god, I'm like trying to, hang on. Let me just get onto a new island, because my brain can't do 5 things at once. Can barely do 2 things at once. Can barely do 1 thing at once. Yes, I want to use no mail tickets. So I disagreed with the fact that they put Kingdom Hearts onto different platforms, for one. So I couldn't even play. I didn't even know Unchained X existed, let alone was intrinsic to the entire plot of Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, Nomura, what were you thinking? This is not how you do storytelling. Bad, Nomura. Stick to character designing. And so when it came to Kingdom Hearts 3, if I didn't know what at least part of the story of Unchained was, I would have been completely lost by the ending. And quite frankly, Kingdom Hearts 3 is so poorly paced. Like, the way, like, when you look at the original, yes, you have to visit the islands twice, but I kind of liked that because, like, in terms of story structure, you go through, you meet everyone, like, you meet everyone, you get to know the characters, you get to know the world, and then you get to the midpoint something happens, and then you have to go back, and you kind of get to see the effects of what happened, at least from memory. Well, I'm just gonna plant a lily here because I don't need them. Plant. And I don't want to craft a new shovel. We're done here, let's go. Oh wait, no, I've got to check for a bottle. So yeah, I liked that. I liked that aspect. So you kind of felt like things were getting worse, and what I really liked was that they integrated the Disney worlds into the story. So you weren't just following the plot of a story. You weren't just like plopped in. You being there had an effect, as it would be. And then you play Kingdom Hearts 3 and they just, I don't know, did away with all that to fuck around. Like, it's clear they only had or Nomura only wanted to tell a third of a story, and that third is in the last part of the game. So what are you doing for the first 2/3? Nothing. You're just bumming around for the sake of a game length. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry, a Google user. I've been answering a lot of questions. I will move away from Kingdom Hearts. I'm sorry, I did get on a bit of a rant there. When I went to the States, okay, so I went to the States, I went to the States a few years ago, and I visited LA, San Francisco, not in this order. I'll try and go in order, actually. San Francisco, Vegas, San Antonio, Cincinnati, went into Kentucky, and I also went to Boston. I went to Salem, Massachusetts, because I always wanted to be there as a little kid. And then I went to, and then I went back to LA. My favorite place was Boston. I loved Boston, and it was kind of funny because when I went there, this was just after weed was legalized, I think, in Massachusetts. So I had just gone to Salem, Massachusetts, and I bought my favorite shirt, which I still wear. It's one of the most comfortable shirts that I own, and I wish I had more like this. I love the shape, I love the cut. And it says, I got stoned in Salem, Massachusetts. And I love it. I wear it everywhere. And then I went to Massachusetts, and I just remember walking down. I was staying in Harvard Square with some of my partner's relatives, and they were really nice to host me. It was very, very sweet of them. And best food. They cooked the best food. And I was walking down the street of Harvard Square in Boston and just getting like face fill, like just weed smoke straight in my face. Chillest walk by the end of it. And I was like, yeah, this is a really fun college town. I think if I was to, like, if I ever lived in the States, I would try and stay in Boston the most, because it was the city that just took my heart and ran with it, and it reminded me so much of Sydney in many ways. Just the fact that it looked like there was no urban planning whatsoever. Streets just, I don't know, happened to materialize out of nowhere and just exist. Like they just decided to be that day. It's like, oh, we have a street here. So yeah, it was, you know, I loved the people. I loved the city. Boston was hands down my favorite city. My least favorite city was LA. Could not stand LA, and I would never live there. I did a lot of walks. I went to the beaches. I just did not have a good time. I found it very unsafe, and I found it kind of disheartening, and the culture there was just not something I enjoyed. So I did not like LA, but absolutely loved Boston. Let me have a look. If a Google user, if you could add 3 features to ACNH, what would it be? I would add, let me just think for 2 seconds. One of the things I would add is that when you're an island designer, if you had a guide as to where you were digging or where you were going to lay water, that would be great, because I keep like taking down the same pillar of dirt and then rebuilding it, and that really frustrates me. I don't know what it is about that. That just like, ugh, it just annoys me. So I would do that. I would increase the limit of items that can be stacked. So instead of having it like 30, maybe be 50 or even 99. I feel like that makes more sense to me, so that you can save storage. I would also, there's another feature that I'm just trying to think. I would love it if you, when you talk to a villager and they're working on a DIY, if you have that DIY, give me the option to say I don't want it. That would be great. I don't know why that is something we can't ask for. Like, I don't know why. Instead of them just automatically giving you the DIY, you should have the option, once you know what it is, to take it. They're sort of the small quality of life things. Features I would love to see them potentially implement is having villagers visit your house. I would love to see that. I would also love to see, what else would I love to see? There's quite a few features, and I kind of mention it when I like do live streams at the time, and then I forget what it is. I feel like the gold items should probably last slightly longer. I don't think that they last very long, considering that they're supposed to be some of the hardest, like the hardest tools you can use. I also wish it was easy to get rid of villagers that you don't want on your island. I wish they could also visit your house. I wish they could visit your house. I really hope they bring in the Happy Home Academy as more than just a anonymous, I don't know, like an anonymous neighborhood co-op that just comes and judges your house because you have too many cockroaches, and it's like, mate, I've been busy time traveling. Don't judge me. So they're probably more the quality of life things that I would put in. But like, there's certainly more. But yeah, definitely increasing the stack of items that you can. Oh, and I would love to see more plants. I just don't think they have enough plants in Animal Crossing. I really hope they bring in more. I was really excited for this Forsythia that came in, and I was really excited about the increase in design slots. That really needed to happen. But yeah, I just think that they're just some of the changes I would make. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there because I've got to go get ready for my lesson. But thank you again so much for being here. I'm sorry I did go on for like way too much of a rant there with the Kingdom Hearts stuff. As you can see, I get really ranty when I get really like fired up about a topic. I hope you all enjoyed my stories. There was quite a few of them. I will hopefully do a live stream next week, but it won't be Animal Crossing. Oh, thank you, Down the Hillside. You did, but don't worry. Oh, look. Alright, okay, I'm going to give the people who just joined, you have 5 minutes to ask me a question, and then I'm going to wrap up. So, just because I know there was a couple of people who just joined. So, you got 5 minutes to ask me a question. Hi, Nines. Well, I didn't tell you because I don't want to be like one of those people that is just like, hey friend, you have to come watch my live stream. So I don't want to bug people about doing this. Most of the people in my life don't know that I do this. They don't know that I have a YouTube channel and do live streams. I try to keep it on the DL. Thanks for joining, Nines. We do have to pick up Dream Daddy. We've been playing that. Oh my god, it's such a hilarious game. It's so kind of wholesome as well. Nines, I actually got to the good ending for Robert. So many eggplants. But I worked it out, and yeah, it was fun. It went in a different direction, but I'll explain to you about that later. But yes, we got with that boy. Turns out you have to play hard to get. So yeah, there's a tip if you will play Dream Daddy. Hard to get is the way. Don't just jump in there. I made that mistake. But yeah, we'll get back to that. But yes, next week I will be doing a live stream probably of the new Pokemon Snap game. I have pre-ordered it and I'm gonna go pick it up on Friday and then do a live stream, and it'll be the first time I play it and it'll be the first time you guys will see it. I will put up a placeholder like I did for this, like I do every live stream, so you guys know when it will be on. Probably be around the same time. This time seems to work for me. And I'm really excited. So yes, Pokemon Snap next week. Don't worry, I will be doing other game. Like I still be doing Animal Crossing on this channel. I was thinking of maybe expanding to Twitch for other games that I play, because I do want to play Kingdom Hearts again, and I do want to play whatchamacallit. Oh, my brain's not working today. I want to play potentially Persona 5. I want to play Pokemon Snap. There's a whole heap of games I want to play. So I was thinking maybe doing live streaming on Twitch and then just doing kind of like Animal Crossing streams here. So I don't know. Look for that announcement when that's going to be coming out. Also, I have my next video filmed. I just got to edit it, and I'm going to be doing my sorry this took so long to get myself organized, but I will finally be doing some Sanrio designs. So they're going to be 3 designs, as you kind of saw there, based on the Sanrio items. And yes, it looks amazing. I can't wait to play it. Pokemon Snap has been one of those games which I love so much, and so I'm really excited for this. So yeah, I'm going to be doing the Sanrio items, item designs, which I'm really excited to bring you, and I will be doing my giveaway, or announcing my giveaway. No, I can't do a Vermintide stream. Everyone will see how bad I am. It'd be so embarrassing. I'm not good at video games. So I'm gonna be doing my giveaway, starting my giveaway next week. So I will leave more, probably more details of that in the video itself. So look forward to that. That'll be coming out probably mid next week, probably Wednesday. Wednesday seemed to be a good day for me to upload. Yes, Caitlin, Maddie's house was a result of a glitch. I had a different villager there, and I can't remember who it was, and Maddie moved in, but something happened, and this is a known glitch. Something happened that resulted in that house staying and not getting Maddie's house. But quite frankly, I think this house suits Maddie more than her actual house, so you know. But yeah, that's not actually Maddie's house. That's a glitch, but a happy glitch. I think most of the glitches in this game are happy glitches. I wish they couldn't get rid of the tree one. I really liked the tree one. And they ruined it, Nintendo. But yes, so there will be a giveaway starting next week. So look out for details on that. Yes, exciting things happening. Again, thank you so much for everyone joining the stream. I really appreciate it, and I hope I answered enough of your questions. And yeah, again, thank you so much for helping me get to 5K. It's been a ride. I really appreciate it, honestly. I didn't expect to get to 1K so quickly, and I didn't expect to get to 5K in, like, I don't know, a quarter of the time. So hopefully I can continue bringing you content that you like, and that you enjoy. And I hope that you continue to enjoy these live streams. And thank you so much for joining me. Flora, yeah, I think it was Flora. I don't know. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. And I really, like, honestly, I was really nervous to start live streaming. But you guys have honestly made my experience so much fun. And now I really look forward to doing it, because I'm always a little bit nervous because I can be a bit, like, technically befuddled. Oh, thank you, Nines. You're so sweet. So yeah, I really appreciate it, and thank you for all the love on Instagram as well. That account kind of blew me away. I'm like, what am I on now? Like 1.8 1.8k followers? That's insane to me. What you all doing? But no, seriously, I'm glad you guys enjoy it. You have all made my time on YouTube so much fun and rewarding. Actually, I expected it to be a little bit more toxic. But honestly, the Animal Crossing community for the most part is really, really nice. And you guys are nice. And you guys make the culture what it is. So thank you. And I'm getting all mushy, so I think it's probably time to end the stream. Thank you so much for watching me pretty much meander around Animal Crossing. I really, yeah, it feels nice to have you around. Oh look, there's Tia! Oh no, Chai! Oh my god, I called her the wrong one. That's Chai. Hi Chai. She's just doing a thing. And like us, we will be doing our thing. So thank you so much for being here, and even for those who came late, thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. And I will definitely see you guys in the next one. So as we say, or as I say, nearly at every end of every video, I want you to stay safe. I want you to stay happy, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Bye guys. Instagram as well. That account kind of blew me away. I'm like, what am I on now? Like 1.8k followers? That's insane to me. What you all doing? But no, seriously, I'm glad you guys enjoy it. You have all made my